This time around in the race named in his honour. It's the Barbagallo Australian Mr. Sprint Car Nationals. 24 cars, 6 rows of 4 here at the Motorplex.
This is what I call a sexy sight as fireworks go off in the middle as well.
We are green. We're away in the Barbagallo Sprint Car Nationals. And it's Jock Goodyear on the outside who takes the lead into turn number 1. Mayolo down low. It's a traffic jam behind them, and they've all got through safely. Down the back straight they go. The first move is coming from Trent Pigden. Goes underneath the Taylor Milling and goes into third place. As they run down into turn number 1, Jock Goodyear has driven right away with this. Has a massive lead already. Back to Brad Mayolo in second. There's the battle for third. Pigden is there with Milling and also Kingshot as we complete 2.
So Kingshot looking to move up a spot further back. Huge contact. That is Newton, I think.
So
that has come into contact.
Veal had gone back through the field, slid across in front of the damaged car.
So
Red
one
lights
upside
are
down.
on, and there is a car upside down just as they were, well, just about to go upside down.
To see how it unfolded.
Goodness me.
That's Mackenzie going over.
That's a Struth moment there.
That's up.
He's looking very hard to beat. Brad Mayolo, Trent Pigden second and third. Green lights are on. We are back underway in this big race with 34 laps to go, and Goodyear's already said goodbye to the rest of the field. He is streeting them. Back in second place, it is Brad Mayolo. Third place is Trent Pigden, and then there's an almighty battle, as you can see, between Kingshot as he goes underneath the Pigden. We complete 2.
Great move from Dane Kingshot. He's up 2 spots on the restart, so Dane Kingshot gets past Pigden and Milling as well, right up on the inside of the curb there, and going up on 2 wheels, rearing up like a horse is Chris Coyle in the 79 car. Unfortunately for him, Jai Corbett's going to go right round the outside and steal a spot from him. So Taylor Milling's gone up a spot past Pigden. Corbett's gone up a spot past Coyle. Further back in the field, Lachlan McHugh's gone up to 9th spot as well. Our race leader, Jock Goodyear, is out in front by 2.5 seconds.
So we've seen Callum Williamson make some moves, and now we've seen a couple of the others inside and out of that as McHugh starts to move forward a little bit. He's up to 9th spot. They're back in the middle of the pack right now as our race leaders have gone through to complete 5 laps, and Jock Goodyear is going to be coming up on lap traffic in a moment. Out of the race goes one around. He's got 12 laps under his belt.
So Goodyear leads from Mayolo and Kingshot, and there's not much between them, and also Jai Corbett's in there. Corbett's come underneath of Kingshot and taken a spot away as they move up into Pitts Bend. That's the battle for 3rd and 4th. Corbett is there, and he's right up behind Brad Mayolo, who's stuck behind JD Dack as our race leader is over on the back straight. The battle, though, for 2nd, 3rd and 4th is on. Here's Corbett, and also with him is Brad Mayolo. They get around the outside of JD Dack. This time around, there's 14 laps down.
Jai Corbett, big chance. He did hit the fence just slightly. He's a big chance, though, to get himself into a top 2 spot here. The gap between Jock Goodyear and Bradley Mayolo currently sits at nearly 4.5 seconds, and now Dane Kingshot's fighting his way back as Jai Corbett gets into some of this lap traffic. So Dane Kingshot gets very close to the back there and once again gets a little squirrely. Then he tries to go around the outside of lap traffic in Andrew Priolo, and they fang it down side by side down the Triple M back straight. We've gone 16 laps, and Dane Kingshot's moved up into the top 3.
Callum Williamson down to 18th now, so he's in a world of pain. He's going backwards further and further as this race goes on, but back out in front we go, and keeping an eye on the charging traffic. Kingshot, McHugh coming together, and just in front of them is Mayolo. So right now the race is on for 3rd place because Goodyear is still in front. Mayolo, Kingshot, McHugh and Corbett going around, and it is they are racing for in honour of tonight. $30,000 up for grabs as they get going. Here's the eye to keep on McHugh. Can they catch Goodyear? Can McHugh get a spot? He does. He goes on the inside of Kingshot. Up to 3rd is the Australian champion, and he's on the move, I can tell you. Can he catch the man out in front, though? And that is Jock Goodyear and the West Australian, of course, in Bradley Mayolo.
So good. Goodyear again drives away, but Bradley Mayolo trying to stay with him as much as he can. There we've got McHugh, who's up there in third place. He has come through the field from position number 10 as we complete lap number 19. There are 16 laps to go. It's Goodyear from Mayolo and McHugh. There's Mayolo and McHugh, and behind them is Dane Kingshot and Taylor Milling, but they're tailing off. McHugh coming underneath of Brad Mayolo as we complete lap number 20.
How amazing if this race ends up being a race between the current Australian one and the former Australian one, because here comes Lockie McHugh.
1 and 2 again. There's nothing separating the lead two cars. The Aussie champ is out after the former Aussie champ. They're nearly side by side out of turn number 4. 10 laps to go here in the final, and it is still the 22 of Jock Goodyear. He's just got caught up a little bit, Lockie McHugh, but look at the speed he got off at turn 2. He dives under Goodyear again. Has he hit the front this time? Yes, he has. He takes the lead as they cross the line.
Remarkable driving from both these cars as they try and get their way through the lap traffic. Block spot there from Jamie Mayolo on Lockie McHugh, but he manages to get past and puts just a slight gap on Goodyear, but Goodyear swings back and takes back the lead. So Lockie McHugh and Jock Goodyear putting in an amazing show here at the Motorplex. They have gone side by side a few times throughout this race, and they're going to do it again here at Mobil 1, turn number 4. McHugh the low side, Goodyear the high side. McHugh confirms his spot on in front.
What a track. What a track we've got. We've got low line, we've got high line. We've got two cars going at it, two of the very best in the caper, who are both set sail for home now. We're inside the last 7 laps and make it 6 now. 29 laps down. McHugh goes risky on the inside but gets the pass, and now he's got a little bit of an advantage on Goodyear. There's a slower car between them, but not for long. On the outside, Goodyear. On the inside, it is McHugh, and they've done 30.
5 laps to go. McHugh down low. Jock Goodyear on the outside. The Aussie champ versus the former Aussie champ. The former Aussie champ's not done with. He comes back up on the outside of McHugh again. There's a car length in it. He dives to the inside. Maybe contact. He's taken the lead back as Jock Goodyear at the end of the main straight. He leads now from McHugh. We've got a car that's spun. There's Harding has spun at the top of turn number 4. We'll go back a lap. The margin was 0.091 of a second. Lockie McHugh will be back in front.
Wow.
Oh.
I told you
Holy
it was coming.
smoke. He come from position number 10. And away we go with 5 laps to go. McHugh leads Goodyear from Kingshot. And then back to Williamson. Here comes Goodyear again. He's out after McHugh. He's got the speed on the outside. Will he round McHugh up? Yes, he will. Look at this down the outside. He takes back the lead. McHugh on the inside. On the outside, it's Goodyear. This is world-class speedway here at the Motorplex in Perth, Western Australia. McHugh comes again. Goes back to the lead. Goodyear swings around the outside. 3 to go.
Gee, we've seen some stunning racing here on Night Thunder over this incredible season of racing at Warrnambool, and of course here at the Motorplex. It continues in this 30 grand to the winner feature, and Jock Goodyear has 2 laps to go to stick it ahead of Lachlan McHugh. Dane Kingshot still holds on to 3rd. Callum Williamson is 4th. Back then to Bradley Mayolo, but the battle is on between these two. White flag is out. 1 lap remains. It is still Jock Goodyear who leads, who took out the Australian Championship here at the Perth Motorplex 12 months ago. He's got Lachlan McHugh hot on his tail, but it's going to be the Tasmanian once again. Jock Goodyear is just going to sneak home and win. He beats Lachlan McHugh by 7/100ths of a second. Dane Kingshot gets 3rd. Callum Williamson 4th. Then Jamie Veal, Bradley Mayolo. Chris Coyle managed to fly his way up to 7th spot. Then Jai Corbett, Jason Pride and Glenn Sutherland. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the winner of 30 grand, the Barbagallo Australian Mr. Sprint Car National. It's T22. It's Jock Goodyear.
Well, we have seen some ripper races in the last month and a bit. The 28th of December took some beating, will take some beating, but that is a close second from what we've just seen there.
I tell you what, we have been very lucky, not just here at the Motorplexes. He gets onto the top. Jock Goodyear's your winner of 30 grand. How incredible.
Yeah, you know, that was, that had a fair bit of everything in there, you know, lanes changing and you know, when Lockie got past me there in traffic, you know, I just knew I needed to get after it and, you know, pound the top for that last 5 and, you know, give it everything. And, you know, I had the car speed to get around him and you know, I just needed to just keep it up to just bring it to the checker.
What a hard-fought race, though, to take that out. And $30,000 for you and the team. What does this mean?
Man, it's just awesome, you know. The sprint car racing really at the end of the day is on its way up. And, you know, without, you know, Perth Motorplex putting on such a big event and, you know, every other track in Australia, you know, they're really starting to lift the board. And, you know, this is what sprint car racing really needs. We need the promoters and everything to get behind each other and, you know, push these big events. And, you know, it makes our teams bigger and, you know, that brings more fans through the gates as well. So, you know, I'm just all about making this sport bigger for what it is. And, you know, it's just, yeah, I think it's on the right track.
Congratulations, mate. Jump up there on the top step. Let's get the big check, the big money, $30,000. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jock Goodyear, winner of the Barbagallo Australian Mr. Sprint Car Nationals.